So, what's in the bag 2023? Well, we have 3 new clubs in the bag for this year. One thing I do want to say is that these clubs are in my bag because these clubs are the right clubs for me. That does not necessarily mean that they are the right clubs for you, but you may see something that's relevant to you and then you might want to go and give some of those clubs a try. Okay, let's get stuck in and we're going to start with the big dog. So let's start with the driver. I use the Ping G425 Max driver in 9 degree with the standard setting, and also you may be very surprised to see that I actually have the Alta CB 55 gram regular shaft. I moved to a regular shaft for last year when I felt like I was just losing a lot of my shots to the right hand side. My swing speed was coming down, and as soon as I used this regular shaft, it just felt great. It gave me confidence and I stopped losing a lot of my drives to the right hand side. So G425 Max is in the bag for this year, and it's going to stay in the bag for a considerable amount of time. It is going to take something pretty special to make me change this driver. 3-wood, I use the Cobra Speed Zone 3-wood. The one thing I really like about this 3-wood is the very narrow face, shallow face. I really like that, and I really like the rails on the bottom, which I find really help get the ball up in the air off the turf. It's also a very good tee, a very good 3-wood for hitting off the tee, and you can really crank this down to a really strong lofted 3-wood for hitting off the tee as well. So a really good versatile 3-wood, Cobra Speed Zone. You'll probably be surprised, having just told you that I have got a regular shaft in my driver. I do actually have a stiff flex in this, but I still feel I'm hitting it well, so I'm not going to change the shaft just yet. So hybrids, are onto the first new clubs that are going into the bag for this year. I have decided to go to the G425 hybrids. Because I love the driver so much, it seemed to make sense to put the hybrids in with the same regular shafts. So I have the 3 in 19 degree and I have the 4 in 22 degree. Like most hybrids, incredibly easy to hit. Onto my irons. So I do have a combo set, but the whole set is in the PXG Generation 3 irons. I absolutely love these irons. I find that the performance of them is astounding, but more than anything, the feel off the face is just like hearing violins playing when you hit it out the middle of the club face. It's something really is to behold. So in 5, 6, 7, I have them in the player's spec, the 0311P, which is a little bit of a bigger face, a little bit of offset, and a bit more forgiving. I feel like no matter what standard you are as a golfer, anything that gives you a little bit more forgiveness but still gives you good performance in those longer irons is a help. So 5, 6, 7 iron, PXG Generation 3 in the player's version. So continuing with the irons, we still have the PXG Generation 3 irons, but in the 8, 9 and wedge, I have them in the tour version. So very little offset, a much thinner top line, but I just feel like in these shorter irons, I need as much feel as possible. Again, the feel off these irons is absolutely phenomenal. And in these shorter irons, I feel like any sort of lack of forgiveness in the iron, with it being a tour iron, I don't really notice, because at the end of the day, I'm hitting an 8, 9 or a pitching wedge. Right, into the wedges we go. And in the wedges, I've got the Ping Glide 3.0s in the standard sole. I have them in a 52 and a 56, but these have actually been cranked a little bit, so it's actually a little bit nearer to a 50 51 and a 55. When I wanted to get the gapping right in my set, I felt like, or I needed to just sort of crank them a little bit. But again, really nice wedges. They sit really well, just the right amount of bounce for chipping around the green as well. So 52 or 51 and 56, more like a 55 in the Glide 3.0 wedges from Ping. Onto the third new club in my bag this year. People who have followed the channel for a long time will have seen my old Ping i2 Beryllium Copper L wedge that has been in my bag for over 30 years. It's been a big decision to take it out, but the truth is, the old girl's just got a bit tired. The grooves are pretty much worn down, and no matter how much I love that club, the performance of it is just not quite there. So when I found out that Ping had brought out Ping i2 wedges with Glide technology, I was very interested to give it a try. So that is what I've got this year. I've got the 58 degree in the Ping i2 Glide 3.0. So the 3.0 matches my wedges in my other set. And I have to say that that lovely, nostalgic 80s design with up-to-date technology works really well. It's a lot more stable than the old Ping i2 Beryllium that I had. So, really looking forward to hitting some nice shots around the green with my new Ping i2 Glide 3.0 58 degree. Lastly, onto the putter. So this putter was recommended to me by my very good friend who is the world-renowned putting coach, Phil Kenyon. Me and Phil used to play a lot of golf together when we were younger. We're still friends now, hopefully going to get him on the channel at some point. And he works with Odyssey. And when I was struggling with my putting, he really recommended this Odyssey O-Works 7 putter. It's not the sort of putter I would normally go for. I usually go for very traditional sort of Ping Anza style putters, but I have to say that this putter is absolutely amazing for lining up with all these lines on the back. The weight of it's really nice. The feel off the face is really nice. So although I was a little bit reserved about going to a putter of this style because it's something I normally wouldn't go for, actually I absolutely love this putter now, and I've got no plans to change it at any time in the near future. Okay, so there we have it. That is what is in my bag for 2023. Okay, that's it. The sun's come out in the UK. Let's hope this is the start of spring. Let's hope that this is the start of some nicer weather. Golf is always better when the sun is shining. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.